because it is ring first for one man, General Kaguta Museveni, and so is the vice chairmanship, which is for his long-serving vice chairman, Moses Kigungo, El-Haj. Now, same applies the speakership, that once the NRM is sent there, one serves as speaker, they don't serve for one term, but rather for 2 terms. And it's after that that they bring someone else. We saw that with Edward Chiwanuka II. We saw that with Rebecca Twala-Kadaga, though the latter never didn't want to just leave the seat, but she was practically pushed away. Now, coming to the NRM camp, we saw Persis Namuganza, exhibiting interest in the seat. I've also learned that Lydia Wanyoto has also expressed interest in the seat, and so many others. They're about to express their interest in the seat. So how is it going to be? The last time we had, the speakership race, it left, the NRM sharply divided, because we saw those who defied the NRM position and the position of SEC and the chairman to support Jacob Olanya the late. Some of them actually chose to support Kadaga, even when that wasn't the party's position. That's why I say that this sometimes leaves the party divided, and it was left divided. So we're going to be discussing that. And apart from that, I've seen some politicians shift political posts, and the latest one being a man who failed, in the parliamentary election, that is Council Yusuf Nsibambi. This man, surprisingly, to those who are not following, of course, the events, he switched from his FDC to the National Resistance Movement, and he was welcomed by the Speaker, Anita Mong, and the Secretary General of the NRM, that is Honorable Richard Tudong. Now, Nsibambi crossed from the FDC, where he was also the chief whip of the party. What does this speak? Where does this leave the FDC? A party that has suffered so many defections, recently. We had, its former president walk away from his own party, that is General Mugisha Muntu. He left FDC and formed the ANT. Shortly after that, or a few years after that, we saw another group defect from the FDC and going to camp at Katonga, where they established another political party, the PFF. Now, FDC has now lost another senior member. Senior in terms of being a member, and also senior in terms of, serving, because he was even a leader. So he defected to the National Resistance Movement. And we are yet to see others cross, according to information that is reaching our desks. We are yet to see other members, but there are those who are contemplating, crossing from the opposition political parties to the NRM. Does this confirm what General Museveni said some time back, that he's going to finish off the opposition? Away from that, there is some, good news from the IGG, the Inspectorate of, the IGG, where they unveiled a new 5-year strategic plan, and according to them, which will target high-profile officials and also fast-track long-pending corruption cases, deploy AI tools for asset recovery and mainstream transparency. This is the IGG once at it. This is a new IGG in the office, but the former IGG, that is Betty Olvinamsan Kamia, had also hinted on this. Chasing after high-profile figures by, at some point, proposing, to free some of their assets when the office learns that what they earn is much less than what they have acquired. But remember the caution from the president. He was like, he advised the please go slow on these people, because they may, devise another strategy, which is taking the money abroad, which won't be good. So the IGG1 says they want to transform themselves from a reactive and complaint-driven institution into a proactive intelligence-led agency that leverages digital technology in investigations and prosecution. And lastly, something else that caught our attention this week, was this unending exchange of words between the Minister for Internal Affairs, yes, that is General Kahindo Tafire, and also the CDF, that is the Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who doubles as the, the first son. That all began when someone replayed a video. It's a video that is like 3 or 2 years old, where General Kahindo Tafire at one point said that he does love, the president's son, but he doesn't, feel he's good enough to lead him as a president. Somebody replayed it, and this prompted the general, the CDF, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, to, react to it. And in his response via Twitter, or X, I beg your pardon, he was like, General, actually referred to him as Honorable Otafire, you have a problem with my father, a very big problem. Please do not involve me in your problems. He even hinted on him being arrested. Let us start the dialogue. Mr. Vianney Ngoma is already here with me in the studios. He happens to be the National Coordinator of the Front for National Salvation. We're also waiting for other 2 panelists to be joining us as we discuss these issues with a lot of respect, information, and dignity. Good to have you, Senior. How are you today?
Thank you too. And thanks for the preamble.
Yes.
It was appetizing the viewers,
yes,
and giving them the right,
okay,
in what to focus on.
You're right there.
Yeah.
Let us start with these politicians who are switching political, posts. Some of them have caught us by surprise, because why we call it by surprise, these are senior politicians who, in my opinion, I would feel that they have some dignity in them. They have a reputation, which is not something they would just, take for granted. They have a good name. They've worked for centuries, rather for years. And now, you just switch posts like this.
Now, when economic rudimentalism went into our thinking capacity and overthrew our living on earth, we are all targeting where there is salaries. The European folly and the European setting our minds to stop sacrificing for our own land was by a word called salary. When they brought salaries, everybody, every educated, a technician who should be fighting for his nation
fell for it.
Is only reminded by salaried. They call it salaried people. The plight of the salaried. Now they are fighting for the plight of their economic geography of the pocket. We are no longer with the economic geography of the land. Okay. Now that is a loophole which was not plugged by the Constitution, that a member of parliament, a public servant, remains by that word as it is, serve them freely. But you only go there not for a service, for a survival. This is a contest of survival, not of what you are intending to do for us. Now they are calculating, when I score speakership, I will change this, and further have a command of touching the treasury. Where we keep the government's money, they call it treasury. Now they are going to the treasury. They are not going to the parliament to discuss for laws that will develop us. This is why you see a conflict within themselves, and by themselves is cropping out, and it is increasing. So, and it is disintegrating them. This is a house. They call it a house. Now they are unhousing themselves.
It's called the August house.
They are unhousing. Others are outside it, others are inside the house. Because the losers will be outside the house.
They're on the veranda.
The winners will be inside the house. Then you expect them to do what they have proposed. I call it proposing by a word called and a paper written as a manifesto. All of us, heaven and earth, were pulled down by campaigns, saying, this is why you see some of the losers were angered most, hated most the electorate, and started punishing the electorate, calling off the services they had earlier rendered in the last term.
Yes.
And now prayers are transcending on us for these ones. If they were able, if they have a technical capacity to increase the term, to go beyond December, they can do it. These ones who are still in service up to May, they don't want, even because they are seeing they are losing the plate. They are losing what they are scoring there. And we are in danger. Yeah. Term again, as they were telling us, when term is ending, you have to snatch what you will run away with. And even grab what you will go with. So, speakership and the frame of education in Uganda are dangerous to us, because the education of Uganda shows many of them that I am more fitter than the other. I weigh most than the other. I understand most than the rival contestant. So now, even their speeches, you see, I saw a speech of Honorable Wanyoto. Putting heaven and earth, saying that the most potential speaker that Uganda will have is me. Earlier on, they have been having shams of speakers. Me, now, are they coming to construct or
to demolish?
To demolish. So now, as a mushrooming targets are coming in with Mao. Mao creating other bills which died in the cabinet of creating a Senate. Yes. Versus the current one. And another one is everybody is bringing out his weapon to win the vote, to win the support. That's the target, only to win the support. Having lost in the first where they will polish a bill to come, then you have the mandate to go back by ghost and sit there in the cabinet, having left the cabinet, and make it go through. Maybe it will be by public movers. You know, they have public bills which they table. Yes. And I don't expect a speaker, whether is mandated to bring a public bail, private bail to the parliament. Herself for himself remains neutral and wait for movers and the bills to mushroom wherever they are supposed to come from. Then they are laid on table. That's the language they use. Yes. Bills doesn't go to parliament for technical and tangible discussions. They are going there to sleep. Because I hear the language which they use, they say, right, Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay. When you lay to rest, when you lay to rest, like these religious people, yes, may his soul rest. That will also rest there. Because they are not bringing it for discussion. We read to the house, before the house. Then it bounces to the commissioners. When it goes to the select committee, others will come and put in there. Whichever the input you take to the select committee, yes, it is not a legislation. What is dangerous with Ugandan laws, we who go to Parliament, I always go there in the select committees, but ours are called reports.
Okay.
They are not legislations. So the legislations will be when it goes back, they read the report. The report ends there, they switch it off, then they go back to the bill itself. Then they decide what they want. That has been programmed to make us think that our input is there. But for us who always read these acts, I have never gone to the Parliament in a select committee, and my input, which I put there, and you find it in an act.
You've never?
Never. When you gauge it with the written report, which the chairperson of that select committee, which he or she reads to the Parliament, they are far, far, far different. They are doing these things to make us blindfolded. This is why I praise Samora Machel.
Yes.
Samora Machel, the first president of Mozambique, after removing these Portuguese, the education of the provinces, overseas province, was kicked out. The anthem, which was there during the colonial days, scrapped out. Every setting now, and for them in Mozambique, they don't celebrate these International Women's Day. They have their women who fought the war. The day when Josina Mtemba, who led the women to fight the Portuguese, died, that's Women's Day in Mozambique. But for us here, whoever comes,
we adopt everything.
Whoever comes, either by popular struggle, either by what, either by which means of revolution, or either through Parliament by legislation, it ends up under the colonial mastership arrangement. Okay. For us, we are all colonial-minded people in Uganda. This is why we praise much. You wait for Mao. He's going to fail with this Senate. Okay.
Let's first look at this politician from the FDC, former chief whip, or chief whip actually, because FDC hasn't disowned him, Mr. Nsibambi Yusuf. Last week, just here, we were discussing him leading a delegation to meet President Museveni in State House. And when the journalists grilled them, they came out and said, and look, we are there for a good cause. We want, you know, to forge, you know, for reconciliation, to also, you know, ask the president to reconsider, you know, or to consider, you know, setting free the political prisoners, the young people who are languishing in jail. And I mean, this was for a good cause. But we're all shocked to see him, you know, switch from his own political party to the NRM. Your reaction to this, and what should we expect?
Now, you know, what we were taught in schools in Uganda is to create words. Those words are helping us to penetrate and reach where we are going, and even hide our dirty linen. So now Nsibambi and the group and the company at the same time, they cannot tell you that we are going there for our own benefit. What they do, they become as saviors, that we are going to save those who are in jail. We are going to save those who are poor, to negotiate for the financial inclusions and the like. That's how Ugandan politicians are set. They have two sides of the coin. They are like coins. It is the politics of the coins. Like in Ankole, there was a bean. That small bean was so sweet. Then the Banyankole said it was delicious. They said that bean, you eat only to realize that you have eaten, you have to burst the stomach. This politics of the bursting of the stomach will not take us far. These are the politics of the stomach, not politics
fronting personal interests.
Personal interests.
Other than national.
Hidden in other words. Here you see the form, the content, you don't see it. Now, let us go to what they are telling us as dialogue and reconciliation. Does dialogues and reconciliations require you visiting somebody in his home or at workplace? A dialogue has laws. You must get neutral people, must introduce it to the entire population of Uganda. We agree or not. It goes like a referenda.
Okay.
Thereafter, we appoint or we elect or we select, whichever we may decide, who will lead the reconciliation. Now take the group and company of Nsvambi, who they delegated who I was not aware, I personally. I think
it's him who led the delegation.
I only learned when it was featured on news.
In the media, yes.
Now we are handling news. We are not handling serious matters in our own affairs. Now a person to self-appoint and task himself that now from I'm in for so and so, what if I object? What if those prisoners say, for us we are not interested in what you are bringing here to discuss about. Likewise, let us move everything by law. Let us screen police. Let us screen the military. Let us screen the arresting agents and organs so that they can themselves decide that this matter is minor, less neglect. Not that they fabricate, they bring whichever they may think out of your story, called a statement, then they take to court. And now the courts of Uganda doesn't even internalize the charge sheet. The charge sheet is there. Yes. You read for me, I plead not guilty. It is subject to investigations and evidence. The burden goes to the prosecution. Now, the bail becomes a imprisonment. That's why you see now the group of Nsvambi still have a role to play. If courts work better, that one couldn't be a talk of the day. They are using what is paining our people to make it business.
Capitalizing on our people's misery. So I'm wondering, from your experience, you followed these things for a long time, what could be that Honorable Nsvambi is pursuing? Is he interested in a ministerial position? Is he, because for something that prompted him to even switch political posts from his old political party FDC to the NRM at such an age, such an experience, what could that be? Is it true what they say that whoever meets President Museveni, there is a way they get themselves intoxicated?
No. Now, everybody has his own capability. We have what we call elasticity of thinking capacity. But what is killing us in Uganda, for us we think this matter of talking English here understands. That is by
very intelligent.
Very intelligent. They have what they are calling moral integrity. They think we are very terrible. No, we are typically nothing. I learned of this when I read a book. It was called that you can think globally and act locally. At your level of thinking, the university, when you go to the university, you are at the international level. But you can take wrong and wrong on your course. Then from there, you behave locally, you understand locally, you can't even go beyond your nose in the thinking. That's what is causing this. And that elasticity. And you can be impervious to knowledge. You can even in your head fail to get an advice from outside, or even copy on the scenarios and the indicators and understand that here we are here. Now, shifting the goalpost to another party. Yes. What does it mean? It means you have sifted yourself, remained yourself. You are not as well NRM. Because when you left, or maybe you started outside, you were saying that these people of this kind, with these yellow attires, with me, I am far better than them. Now you are challenging yourself back. This is why for us, people wonder. I started with Fronasa. However much you bring a lot of money in other organs, you cannot go there. I remain one.
Okay.
I started with UPM.
And that's the integrity I was talking about.
I started with UPM. When UPM we came back, before they allowed us to register parties, nothing was in UPM. I remained in UPM. So I learned this from Tanzania, from Professor Muhyiddin. Is a lecturer in Dar es Salaam University, Mutembei, Muhyiddin Mutembei. Is the chairperson of the professors who are maintaining the foundations of Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. Told us that the best way a person can live is to remain conservative. But here in Uganda, when they tell you that this one is conservative, they mean that politically is nothing. It doesn't understand. In Swahili, for them, they call it Mahafizina. Mahafizina is a conservative person who remains as we talked earlier in our nations. A Muganda, tambula ngo Muganda, you are a Muganda, Munyankole. And the people, they were proud of their tribes and clans. But now, we are in exile, in an IDP camps of the knowledge. That's why we don't have Chafizina. Yes. Now, that's what is missing in our society. And everything, we are doing it by small segment, few people, managing the affairs of millions of people. This is why you see we are failing. Can you imagine parliament of 557 representatives thinking that they will best manage the affairs, the confusion, the conflict, the challenges of 40-something million Ugandans. And they sit there, they discuss in English, they discuss in whatever, they come in, they will try the Swahili, they roast. Now, the reason why we don't understand each other, we are borrowing even the understanding. We are borrowing communication. That is the language. When Nyerere learned that communication made people rules to construct the tower and reach heaven the Father, decided to freeze Tanzania in one language. This is why a representative of mine in my constituency, where I come from, doesn't represent me. Because when he is or she is at the floor of parliament, moving motions, moving points of national importance, that is where they transform themselves as heaven, as God's a point of national importance. Can you hear? As if the nation is freezed in that house.
Yes. Let's look at the NRM. What is it that, Mr. Nsibambi is bringing the NRM that can make them excited? I saw actually him being received by the Secretary General of the NRM, Mr. Todong. And in my head, I was like, oh, Todong, what is it that you see Nsibambi bringing to your party?
Now, Nsibambi is taking pressure in NRM because he's pressurized to leave. Nobody who is chasing him in the FDC, and I have never seen and heard any echo, any negative echo from FDC. However he talks to this,
other than the president of the party, Todd Patrick, saying that he was not aware of his meeting with the president.
Yes, They are being diplomatic, whether they are aware or not. They are just rubbishing him.
But it's one in retaliation said actually that they were aware.
Whether they were aware or not, let's exhaust what Nsevambi will export, because he's exporting.
He's exporting himself and other commodities.
To NRM.
Probably other members. He may not go.
He will export conflicts. This is why what is causing conflicts in most political parties, for us we don't mind to understand, is pressure groups. They are depending much on pressure groups and demonstrations. In Uganda they are telling us, kurago butali bumativu. Now I myself am also expressing dissatisfaction. Because it doesn't need me throwing the streets to be bitter and abuse. No, that's why Professor Ibrahim Rupumba was addressing the press in Dar es Salaam. He's the president of Civic United Front. In Soti they call it CAF. They said, for us we don't hear CAF, and most people they are only asking, why is it that we don't hear UPM? And most people doesn't know that UPM in this race had candidates. Because for us, we don't go there to call the place and fight. No, Ibrahim Rupumba said that we must create a brainly discussion and move. In Swahili they say that tutajenga hoja, hatutatukana. Yes. Now these ones, they say, when you don't come in pumping out things and even artificially modify them, you are not a politician. If you don't go there and here on this platform and say, the president of DP, that one is rubbish.
You won't get
then
attention.
The president of Uganda, by NRM, dictator. You are not.
You won't get attention.
You are not. You don't get attention.
Let us take a break.
We must go and police the electorate and the population to deviate from those
kind of thinking,
those negative impressions that they need and they glorify as attentions.
Okay, let us take a break, Mr. Vian. The dialogue will be back shortly. Don't leave us.
Mama Karino bino byanjabala zibera sawa 11 paka sawa 12 ku BTMTV nga bulijjo go squid keka cinema tugenda kanyonyoka kuva ku Monday paka Lwakutaano nitukaddamu nenkeera repeat kuva sawa 3 paka sawa 4 go squid kugambye byanjabala kanoko sagala okasuwe tugenda kukanyumirwa go squid ayi lwali totegeeza nduguwo anti kimemememe era nga bulijjo anti obiraba wano wennyini wetugenda okukanyonyokera ku BTMTV nga bulijjo kuva ku Monday paka Lwakutaano kugenda tukaddamu nenkeera zibera sawa 3 paka sawa 4 ebera repeat ku BTMTV nga bulijjo sawa 11 paka sawa 12 kano ke tugendako byanjabala byokka ne kimemememe era nga bulijjo
Sit back and relax with BTM. We transform. this Sunday on BTM.
Uganda, the pearl of Africa, a sanctuary of raw beauty, deep cultures, and moments that stay with you forever. I am Queen Hasfa, and join me as we journey into the soul of our nation. Witness the majesty of our wild landscapes, the heartbeat of our savanna, and immerse yourself in the traditions that define our identity. Taste the legacy of our ancestors, where every spice tells a story and every meal is a celebration. This is not just a journey, it's a homecoming of heritage and discovery. Experience Uganda proudly, authentically, only at BTM TV.
Sit back and relax with BTM. We transform. Don't miss on BTM.
This is a warning. You need to get ready for a bumpy ride through the hearts of entertainment and showbiz in Uganda.
Catch the freshest trends in the entertainment business.
We bring you the latest in music.
Get ready to groove to insane mixes. From Extreme DJs, DJ Abu and DJ Javi.
Monday is a Virgin Monday. Fresh music.
Every Tuesday, it is a Yumban Tuesday. We strictly play Ugandan music.
After Wednesdays, we play African vibes.
Buli lwakuna kiba kikadde.
Every single Friday, we go wild and out. Don't miss out the party.
This chick is bad, that's for real.
Sit back and relax with BTM. We transform. Don't miss on BTM.
Haven't seen him before. I guess he's new.
These two.
Hashtag soft life.
Wow, you have such a beautiful voice.
You think?
Yeah, you know, I should totally write something for you.
Amara.
Yeah, where is she?
Who?
Amara. Yes, she should be here getting interrogated.
Who?
Amara.
Lydia!
I want something or someone.
Look, Anita, you don't have to be upset. You don't have to be unhappy. You could decide to forget about everything that happened and move on.
Sit back and relax with BTM. We transform. Don't miss on BTM.
Bangi abasiba akapapula buli lunaku naye mu abo bangi abakayuza buli lunaku. Tukuleetedde akafulyu w'okusonga empiira egikuba munda.
Surely there. Opportunity here. Who is there? And beautifully done, Iska.
Omazeba nga tobanjamu obeka kubanjamu teganga BTM TV buli lunaku Monday paka lunaku lwa mukaaga nange Lule Christopher Brazilian obasabulenya obunkeeke.
Sit back and relax with BTM. We transform.
Discover delicacy at Cafe Atu, your all-in-one destination. Whether it's the perfect cup of coffee or a satisfying meal, we got you covered. Indulge your cravings with our mouth-watering pilau, savory katogo, crispy chips, and tender chicken. Explore our world of cocktails and fresh juices for a truly special treat. Planning an event? Choose Cafe Atu for top-notch outside catering services. Benefit from ample parking. Stay connected with Wi-Fi and catch your favorite matches on DSTV. Cafe Atu offers food deliveries in and around Kampala. Hosting a conference, our center accommodates up to 1,000 people. Need a boardroom for a party or corporate meeting? We've got just the spot for you. We offer a free venue for birthdays and baby showers, providing complimentary photography. For those aspiring to become professional baristas, our barista school awaits you. Visit us at Albany Center, Level 2 on Ginger Road. Cafe Atu, where every occasion becomes a memorable experience.
Don't miss on BTM. Sit back and relax with BTM. We transform. Don't miss on BTM.
Mais quelle bonne surprise, Madame Yonki!
Tugenda kanyonyoka kano. Zibira sawa musanvu. Ezamalya g'ekyemisana. Ne tukaddamu n'ekiro. Zibira sawa. Tano. Bon appetit, Your Majesty. Eka sinema. Ketugenda okunyonyoka. Ku BTMTV nga bulijjo. Kugambye zibira sawa musanvu. Ezamalya g'ekyemisana. Tujja kaddamu n'ekiro wali ebera repeat kuva sawa 5 mpaka sawa ziba 6 kuva ku Monday mpaka Lwakutaano. Bon appetit, Your Majesty. N'ekimeme memeranga bulijjo opa nzaba kulukusa ku BTMTV nga bulijjo.
Sit back and relax with BTM. We
You could stay with us. You're still watching The Dialogue. My name is Edrisa Muongi, and we're coming live to you from Kampala Road here in Toban Center, where we are broadcasting live. Well, now we want to look at the IGG, where the new IGG is proposing something new. That is to transform the IGG, into, something proactive, and not just something, reactive, like it has been all along. From, that office which has just been lamenting, but they want to make it really proactive, and also adopting the AI, that is advanced technology, in investigating and even prosecuting, including the so-called, high-profile people. She's now walking the walk taken over her predecessor, Miss Betty Nemsa Ukamia. Remember when she hinted on how she'll be following up on what people have acquired vis-a-vis what they earn, and the president advised her not to take that step. Now this one coming out to promise the nation that, look here, we won't leave any stone unturned, including those so-called high-profile figures. We are going to nab them, prosecute them.
That one is a decadent.
Is it just rhetoric?
It's a rhetoric one and a decadent application. It so happened before you were born by Akena Pojok. When they changed, Akena Pojok pronounced that we shall not leave any stone unturned. And before Akena Pojok, the Napoleons and the like were the ones saying that they will not leave any stone unturned, and they were besieged and killed in the siege. Now, this one was overloaded. The word is Inspector General of Government. So Inspector General of Government to inspect people alone who are many and who are plotting to dodge you. Which application and measure will you deploy? Now this IGG is not decentralized. He's only with his regional office alone, and even targeting that corruption and investigating corrupt people, you require to be with those who went to school alone. That one should originate, this target she has should emanate from the village up to the national level. So that whenever I smuggle anything and hide it in the ghetto people will give a report. Wherever I hide it in the villagers will bring the report. Now, when you go to the IGG, there are many more registered civil organizations that have the agenda to curb corruption. That whenever they write to her, to that body, that they want to support their roles, for them they respond by saying that we cannot surrender our mandate to a private entity. So now, self-aggrandizement is making it weaker. And at times, some of the staffs there may be compromised, may fail to have a relationship with those who are at the grassroots, seeing the happenings to report to them. Because most of them, they are not known to our people. We can do a sample here in Kampala. They are those who are staying in Kampala who doesn't know that the word IGG and those practitioners as IGGs are there. Whenever they have that report, they cannot take it to that office. Secondly, the IGG is counterposed. Because these people, they are very wise. They may understand that she is investigating them and run to court. When it goes to court, what the IGG does, when you are reporting to her, will give you a regret that for us, according to section this and this, we are not mandated to investigate matters in court. Because they can run to court in order to frustrate investigations. Let us take an example. He's investigating a big personnel, and that personnel goes to court and secures a court order to block investigations. What can the IGG do? Now the IGG is moving alone without court, without police, without anti-corruption units, without any other. They will make her fail. Because whenever he takes me to court, court may do otherwise. So the target will miss. Because herself will not adjudicate, investigate, prosecute at the same time. Now, the prosecution also, they are being under DPP. They are not best managed by her. Because you cannot be an investigator, at the same time a prosecutor, and at the same time who. Let her first consult the law. The law will advise her. After the advice from the legal books, let her first run to Parliament and to the public. For us, the public, when the Parliament is making her stagger with sectoral committee and select committees, for us, we can go there and support and back the target. Then we grieve them most. Now here in Uganda, the habit we have, we are pushing everything for self-aggrandizement. That so and so, during his tenure or her tenure, did so.
We want praise to be heaped on us only. Take all the credit.
Yes, we are looking for credits. This is why by practice we are too wordy. We are not too practical. On speeches
we can explain.
We are eloquent. But now in practice we are failures. Because we want that so and so is the one who did this. This is why our politics is having a lot of loopholes. Because everybody wants to push. This is why you have even asked me the question before this of the IGG of Nsibambi. Yes. You have seen how the representative of SEC, of NRM, who is doubling as a honorable, right honorable speaker, and then the Secretary General running to receive him, showing that we have fished a big fish. No. Yes. Let us go by practice. What if you bring in Swambi and all structures of NRM refuse? What can Tadwongo do? And this right honorable, they resilient and say for us in our party, because the party is being managed by the membership. The membership say we no longer want that man, we don't want him in our party. What can you do? This should have gone.
Who can dare do that?
By Nsibambi writing to the party secretariat, then the secretariat pushes it to SEC, then SEC pushes it down to the district organs and the village parish organs. They come out with a resolution, and it is not conclusive. They must convene a delegates conference. Then the delegates approves. But this one is self-styled, self-mandated, and self-approved. Now, if these people are very stubborn, the reason why in Uganda I can go to UPM and dance and sing and drama, I alone. Yes. They say, as long as the deputy chairperson has decided, let's go by that. If they can come out and challenge, the law challenges you and puts you on what? So, going back to that of the IGG.
Yes.
Let her first get what we call enabling law. The law that will allow her achieve this. The idea is good because these people, they have cheated us most. From the testimony given by Sarah Opendi, that only one person can take the money equivalent to the construction of a health center. How many people have you killed? Because illness kills. If you can eat a health center, you are a murderer. You are. Yes, because people, wherever I need even check-up, only physical check-up, I need a health center. You have eaten the health center, a person alone. And now, this Torov's parliament, when they don't begin by checking and lessening their emoluments, remunerations, salaries, service awards, and scrap them, I will have surrendered that we shall not achieve anything from them. Because we want sacrifice. We want those people who are going to parliament to do much for us. Okay. Not to earn wealth. And this is causing the problem. This is why you see the Minister of Education is having problems with teachers. Because most teachers who could have taught our people run away, resign, going to chairperson LC5, others to MPship, others to councillorship, because in political service they are money. They are running out from civil service. This is why they are even in creating what we call industrial actions. Industrial actions refusing to teach what they shouldn't be refusing, according to the index of those who have studied in Uganda, alongside that profession. But because they run away, you can see, we don't have people to work for us in the Law Society. They have all left. They are running away to politics. Instead of running to Law Development Center, Law Society, to constitute our country in a stable way. Because those are the people who could sit down and advise the parliament that in case of making this act, it will cause a problem, polish here. But now they are the same people running away from Law Society, going there. Even the magistrates are running away to political service. That's why we don't have people to help us. Now Parliament must listen. They are forgetting the mathematics of money. The non-quid pro quo, they don't know what it means. The money, it doesn't go by the notes you carry. It goes by the value. You go to Kenya. With Kenya, you get 50,000 shillings over here. They give you 1,700. And 1,700 of Kenya means a lot more than here. And here instead, all of those, let me begin with these 8 presidential candidates. They have also failed the mathematics of money. Because most of them in their manifesto, they are telling us, when I get through, I will increase the salary. When I get through, I will increase what? That one does not help the country. What helps is to lessen the money and they become valuable. This is why you see everybody is going to Dubai. What is in Dubai? Nothing in Dubai, but payment in dollars. $1 being equivalent to 3,000 and something money, or 4,000. That's what is championing us. We must create value.
But also the availability of opportunities, because here, those who actually go there have failed to find what to do here.
No. When money is valuable, you get availability. Because you don't need a lot of money. The reason why we need availability, the money over here, it is harder to get. Take an example. A plot in Kampala is at the cost of billions now. Just a plot. Who can get it? Right. But if a plot is at 1,000 shillings, there you can move here by hawking and get that money because of the value. Value helps you to touch whichever desire you have. But when it has no value, the money has no value, you fail because the cost of it and the cost of living becomes very high.
So are we questioning the value of our money?
Yes. It is not only to get in millions, it is only to get valuable. Let me give you an example. It is the problem of Ministry of Finance. They don't take records. This Mvawara, who is the chairperson of Planning Authority,
National Planning Authority,
doesn't consult the library and the archives. Let him go to the archives of 1956 and see. Our Bazei, my father was working in the foreign affairs, but was getting 200 shillings.
That's salary?
Yes. But he worked, there for 1 year. The money he got from there, he never went to any department to work.
That was
he died of recent with 90 years without going in any cold job of this nonsense. The now, the doctors who have served in our medical schools can go to VAU. myself, I'm your material. Me, you see, because of the money, which doesn't help. You cannot invest with money which is not valuable. This is why the credit we receive from America and the support of money is in small denominations, but here it works most. For us, we cannot donate. By the time when money was valuable, Dr. Idi Amin Dada
donated the UAE.
Donated to UAE. But now you take these billions of yours and see. They will reach there and be equivalent to $100. Can you donate $100?
They are valueless.
They are valueless. That's the calculation I'm giving these people. The Nandara Mafar is highly sophisticated land than me. For mom using and scratching the knowledge of a mango tree primary school. But himself with World Bank thinks on increasing the salary of police instead of thinking to make Ugandan money valuable. That's the problem with the education of Uganda. We need to revise this. We are just touching the shadows and chasing the shadows in our own business. That's the problem we have in Uganda. We don't have a think tank. We don't have planners. Everybody who is in that, you can imagine we have planning authority.
Planning authority.
To fail this arithmetic, which I am using.
But at least I've established development plans. Development plan 2, 3, 4.
Those are 5
National development plan.
National development plans, which are not equivalent to what we are discussing about. Theirs is how much money in our pocket or in our treasury that we shall smuggle and use. Like the 2040. That 2040 vision.
2040, yes.
Where is that one? While our politics ends in 5-year plan, then you go 2040. How? No. That is wash out.
Okay. Well, let us touch on this security-related issue. And this is how we fused it. My producer there will share it. Whether the exchanges between the Minister for Internal Affairs and the first son, General, also the CDF, whether they reveal, a feud, a growing feud between the new guard and the old guard. When I talk of the old guard, I'm including you. So that disconnection, this exchange we were seeing, do they reveal a kind of disconnection between the new guard and the old guard?
Now, the problem is everything to end in a one-day package. The one-day package, after the old guards struggled, built the army to the level of disciplined force. Then they brought what they called professionalism. A professionalist sees the starter as not valuable, sees him as inferior, sees him or he
despises him.
Despises. That's the problem. And all these professionalists, as you may have them in the camera, for them they don't know. They think by their score of education, with recommendations from LC1 and GISO to cadet, from cadet to an office, you don't know its foundation and formation. They are the highest demigods and sophisticated people here. They see them. There is, at your place, when I saw a certain police officer saying, me, I went to school, I have a degree holder, I reason out. You citizen, you are not supposed. That police officer was addressing police officers in Imbari.
Yes.
Imagine that kind of philosophy. Everything goes with philosophy.
Yes.
Let me advise these people. Philosophy. The philosophy you have. The understanding, the surroundings, the environment, the interconnectedness with others. Because these ones found things on table, they don't know the owners
Those who hustled,
this is
put
why
their lives on the line
yes,
to see that this come to play.
This is why you see President Museveni, with all his security fears, a one mwananchi in a deep village, because he himself saw how wananchi moved on foot from Tanzania to here. When Obote tried to deal, they moved on foot, while Obote, despising them that those are scouts
will die of hunger.
They overran here. But these ones, they know, I'm untouchable because I'm a Sandhurst
general,
a Sandhurst heavenly militant. I am a who. I am seeing the soldiers carrying Uganda. The colors are also carrying Uganda. I am the sophisticated material. Then when we go to what we copied, what is not ours, this is what you hear, first son, first lady, those are not ours in the republic government. Those were brought here.
The monarchs.
Those were brought here by the monarchs, because the first colonialists here were monarchists. The George is the first. When George left us in the hands of the queen, the rest dead. Now, the queens were having the first. Now we were the first, and the rest at the same time. Now, those are the ones confusing people.
Okay.
For us here in Uganda, by the struggle of independence, no first sons, no first ladies. We all constitute
we're all citizens. We're all citizens.
And we are all equal. Before the law, before the what. When you bring those ladies first, the sons first, we are now different. It seems we have two countries within one. And that's what you intended to mean.
But you agree to this, that there is one who's referred to as the first citizen. Do you agree to that?
Senior, not first.
First citizen.
Senior. No.
Don't you regard the president as the first citizen?
Those are the...
It's also not ours.
Them Gogari settings of their governance in the royalties of the hereditaryship, the aristocracy, as you are telling us, you who went there, not ours here. Ours, we are all citizens of Uganda. And the president, to contest, doesn't contest as a first senior citizen, contests as a registered voter, a citizen of Uganda. Those are enough before going to these European qualifications.
Now, what I wanted to say is that these are some of honorary, privileges he does have. Let me give an example. Even when we were issuing out national IDs, he was the first one to get the national ID as the first citizen of Uganda.
Okay, that is according to NIRA, because those workers, they have their own roles, which they
but back to this, this is something that is unending. I've seen General Muho's exchange with General Muntu. He put him to his place some time back. Remember how he undermined him and told him you didn't even deserve to be the commander. It was supposed to be the late Jet Tumwebaze. My father just gave you that position. Then when it came to Colonel Dr. Kiza Best, there's a way undermined him still. I've seen him attack these people. These now, the latest being General Kahindo Tafire, whom actually he hinted on, getting him arrested, because he was like, you have a big problem with my father. Do not involve me. And I went on to say, let's see if he won't be arrested. And shortly after that, I saw him somewhere post that had also said Colonel Dr. Kiza Best was untouchable. But look, he's languishing behind bars. I mean, this unending feud and exchange of these generals, I don't know whether it's something healthy.
In Unyankore, we have a saying that when the owner of the family or the head of the family is not present, the lizards climb the walls of the house. this is what is happening in Uganda. Nobody to check them, nobody to direct them on what to do. What Comrade Kahindo Tafire did bad is to respond in exchange. When you respond, you become many in that saga. Let him minimize. He will at the same time minimize himself. Because one time one philosopher told us that when you are pinpointing one finger to another person, you yourself, you are pinpointing
your thumb is actually pointing to you.
Four of them. This one you are pinpointing him one finger, but you as you are pinpointing yourself 4. Because a question will arise that how did this UPDF came up all about? That the UPDF, they are right to behave like that. They are right to have that philosophy. They are right to think like that because it was like how I am being housed here talking. Because the UPDF is as a result of parliamentary talk called legislation, calling it UPDF. Okay. Now, this is why one time I challenged the nation here that when you get my man of Ruwero Triangle who didn't go to school can understand most how to respect a mwananchi than these alumni, because knows his value, knows her values, and they have been assisted by them. If it was not the efforts of those wananchi, Obote to crush those who were there was very simple. It was very simple because they are the ones who were the eyes and the ears of the fighters down there. And the fighters, they were how many? They went how many?
Very few.
And these
are people with zero training, who just learned on the job,
added on their number.
Did a great job.
These ones added on their number. So these ones think that this one will end with them.
But my question always is like, when the general, the man in charge of this country, whoever is sitting or standing, when he sees such things, because I want to believe he does see the things. I don't know what runs in his mind. It's like, look, son, you've crossed the line. These are my comrades. You don't just undermine them. Okay? I think that there are times I feel that the president has to, prevail over his son, in this case. I don't want to call him general, but his son.
In Runyankore,
that look, here you've crossed the line, please. These are your elders. These are your uncles, practically your uncles. They've been here. I think they deserve your respect. You don't just talk to them that way.
Now, in Runyankore, they have a saying that the bull, which doesn't know the bitterness of the axe, can reap the axe.
Okay.
That's how it comes. It reaps the axe, then they axe it by death, rooking meat from it. Now, take an example. These people, what is causing them the problem, it is not their mistake. It is our mistake.
Your mistake.
We were ahead of them. Mostly, those who are at the policy level, the Kahindo Tafire, those ones, the Sare, and the like, it is their mistake for these boys to behave like that.
How exactly?
Because they took them to places which doesn't show them the happenings and interconnectedness within the society. When you take these people to Sandhurst, to China, to India, for military academies, they don't understand.
Should have taken it to Mozambique.
Maputo. So when you take CDF
so that they can trace your history.
When he goes to Mozambique and sees how those people are treating the veterans who started with Samora Machel, this one cannot come here and chicken these words.
And undermine
Because for me, there is one time I sent a message to a consulate of here was in Mozambique about we were planning to commemorate a day of this first lady who fought the Mozambicans, the Portuguese. Now, the response to my message when I told him that on this and this day we shall join Mozambique and even celebrate it here, he said, let me go and inform the veterans. He didn't tell me that let me report to a president, let me inform the prime ministers I see here, demogogary, flashing on our news. No, he told me, let me also inform the veterans. Those ones over there, they command a lot of respect. These people, we took them to schools which doesn't help them to understand our history. You know, somebody who doesn't know the history of himself, for them what they know, it is the surface.
But the father is always preaching to the Ugandans. Every time the president is talking to us, even when it's not related to that, but he will always take you back to history. We've been here for the last 60 years. Then he gives us that history. I mean, if he can be able to share with us, you know, the other Ugandans, what about the family?
At the best, you are a journalist. One time I will surprise you and go with you. Let it be at Parliament here. I will get my cert with a word from NASA here. You will see. They will start asking me, what does it mean?
Members of Parliament?
Here. What is from NASA?
Including members of the NRM?
Yes. You go at the Secretariat and see. I am on record here on this TV.
What does this mean?
You go there. Then we start asking, what does it mean for us? What does it mean?
And these are members of NRM?
Yes. They don't know. What they know, you bring Napoleon. Wow. They respond most, they are sophisticated there. But within our own history, where we came from, there is one time, there is a lady in Uganda Revenue Authority. She's called Muhindo. That Muhindo disturbed us. We have our factory at Katonga Bridge. Then she came, she arrested our people. Then I went there to Nakawa. I told them, I informed you, we had a meeting, we informed the Uganda Revenue Authority that we have started this one. How can we start in row? We had a meeting with them. They said, okay, go ahead, but first go to UNBS. Then we went, we paid, UNBS was processing. Then they came, you know. Then that lady, I told her, never come back here to disturb us. He said, there is this. I told her, for you, you are in that job, you don't know how you go to that job. Because they don't know. Their ignorance is disturbing them. That's the problem. No any country that was, no any government here that was having Uganda Revenue Authority. We created a Revenue Authority. For us, we don't work there. We don't earn there. They earn there. But they see us as...
They're using offices to harass you.
Yeah. That's the problem, what we must remove out. And the president, now I'm getting annoyed of that commission of patriotism. He's lecturing nothing to the Ugandans.
Yeah, that's what the president praised that lady.
That lady is, no, what she is doing is very wrong. These people, if she is doing the right, they should be understanding. As it seems the lectures they are taking there are songs. Because they should be knowing. These people, you can get these people here, they don't understand, they don't know. Do you know the reason why in Uganda people doesn't clad in the medals they give them?
Last time you told me, is it because they are just medals per se? They don't.
These ones they don't understand. If I can put that medal and go to America, that medal is for Uganda. But the American Special Force can salute, receive me, because I am a hero. But here, You are typically nothing. Before sensitizing the public and create, that means you are creating conflicts of ideas. Now, here you seeing him or her like this.
Yes.
They cannot even, a hero on national events is not supposed to go to national organizing committee to pick cards. But here, when you don't have an invitation, you come with your medal, you are arrested and taken to CPS.
Very disappointing.
This is why people, they don't mind. Most of the people kept them. They are there. They cannot.
And you feel that those who live with the regrets?
Yes.
I am among those who regret?
I do. Because what indicates that I do, I don't put on the medals they have given me. Because I know...
So you feel you are not recognized enough?
Yes, they are not.
And who's to blame? I don't think you can blame this Mwananchi. I think it should have been your commander who should have, popularized you, made you known, made your worth known.
Yes.
Maybe he has not done enough.
Because when an usher, when I'm there, an usher may not be knowing you.
Yes.
When an usher is chasing you, I have to intervene.
But you are host.
I have to intervene and caution, or even I instruct. Here we have a character of police, the army, which thinks, controls the mandated offices. Take an example. There was, the police was deciding their own.
Remember you told me that.
To the people who were accredited by the Electoral Commission. You find the police saying, you are not entering. And the way how they were holding guns. Because for me, when I came, my car was having a sticker. The traffic was the first. We were going to stop, then the traffic cleared us. We didn't stop, we continued. Those who were ahead at the second roadblock, they jumped out on their seats with the firearms on iPod. We stopped. And then we say, this is a place which is accessed by only accredited people. You are just handling that firearm like that. And even the president was quarreling with his special force.
Yes.
That never appeared to the crowd which you are controlling with a firearm on the chest. Put it at the back. You can even control them by hands. But these people, I don't know what's wrong with them.
They lack your guidance.
You have seen on your press, when it was featuring, the president, the speakers are there. He's saying, leave him to come to me.
But
they are seriously blocking. He reached the level
I saw how bitter he was.
of being bitter. If he didn't fear your cameras,
was going to jump over and strangle you.
Was to make a physical fight.
I almost wanted to jump.
He feared. Your cameras are terrible. Because he knew that when he jumps out and makes a physical fight.
I've never seen the president actually as average as he was that time.
These people are disturbing. We need to hamper.
They don't take orders at once?
Yes. They think they are rivaling. They have a rival attitude to rival. And whereas they are being given an opportunity to do everything, they have a very abundant opportunity, but they abuse that opportunity. Can you imagine somebody, this kind of affair, taking wrong for these new entrants? For them, they think of 5 years. No, this struggle didn't take 5 years. It took 15 years.
From 1971?
Yes, up to here. But for them, because of their schools, they say, these are fake.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vianney Ngoma. I've come to the end of this edition of The Dialogue. Thanks so much, our dear viewers. Thank you so much for watching The Dialogue. Happy Ramadan. to the Muslim brothers and sisters, and happy Lent period to the Muslim, to the Christian brothers and sisters. Let us use this period, you know, to cleanse our hearts, because religion, one thing I understand about religion is to, you know, treat others well and right. Love your neighbor, love, you know, your fellow human being. That is the only way you can show that you love God. So let us use these very, very important periods, Ramadan and Lent, to cleanse our hearts. Goodbye for now. See you then.